Hello, namaste. My name is Leanne Peters. I'm from templeofbalance.com.au, Temple of Balance on Facebook and Temple of Balance on YouTube. And I'm here to share some guidance for Wednesday and Thursday. We have a little visitor down here. Oh, she's looking that way. So if you hear purring, it's the cat. Hello, Emma. Lovely to see you. So I trust that you're all feeling good and things are in good flow for you. And if they're not, I trust that you received some support and some guidance or comfort or whatever you might need, some strength from our time together today. So I trust it's no accident that you happen to have connected here, whether it's live or later to the replay. So I trust that there's some reason that you're here. So what might that reason be? Try not to have expectations about what it might be, but let yourself be surprised and we'll see what happens. So extra special welcome to my Temple of Balance patrons, my Pillar of Light family, and all of those of you who support my work through my website. Thank you so much for your support. If you're new to watching, welcome. What I'm going to be doing is using my Speed of Light Oracle cards, and I'm going to be looking for the best card for Wednesday. Oh, don't mind me. I had my note paper round to Monday's guidance. It's actually Wednesday, or guidance for Wednesday, the 26th of September. So I'll be pulling a card for Wednesday, a card for Thursday, and then a card for the theme for Wednesday and Thursday. If it's not quite Wednesday for you yet, you can think of this as guidance in advance, and please refer back to Monday's video for Tuesday's guidance if you missed it. So I'm not doing personal requests for guidance here today. This is general guidance for everyone. So I trust that you've been led here for a reason, and I trust that something shared will be supportive for you at this time. So just take on board what feels right, what resonates, and let the rest go. If it doesn't make sense, if it doesn't resonate, it's okay. Just let it go. This is a guide only. So I'm coming to you live from Tasmania, Australia. It is Wednesday here at exactly 9:55 a.m. Wednesday the 26th. So let's get straight into it. I'm going to start shuffling my cards and just basically hold the intention to find the best card for Wednesday the 26th of September that's the most helpful for the majority of us at this time. How do I know? I just have to trust. I can't wonder or doubt my process. I have to be really confident and trusting in how I select my cards, and that leads for a confident and clear reading. So I'm confident in my intention of shuffling, and now I'm inspired to split the deck into two and take the top card. That's the way that works for me. We all pick our cards in different ways. Just because I pick mine in a different way to you doesn't mean I'm wrong, doesn't mean you're wrong. Just means we find our own way, and that's okay. So this is the best card for Wednesday the 26th of September. I trust 100%, and it is this. Wow, this is an awesome card to get. It's card 51, called Temple of Maya, and it says manifestation, revelation, and purpose. There's a lot of structure to this card, so it talks about things manifesting, things taking form, things becoming tangible, things becoming usable. Like a great example is a project that takes form, that we can now touch and experience in our life. So there's a tangibility to this card and the energy that's around or strong for Wednesday. So what does that mean in our everyday life? It might mean that things that we've been planning, ideas that we've had, things that we've been working on might start to take the go to the next level of manifestation, of actually happening in a tangible way on Wednesday. So very supportive time, I feel, for being productive and working on or thinking about or planning or organising these things that we want to see change or want to see improve or want to see happen in our life. That we might feel quite focused to dedicate even just a small amount of time to that step, to that process, if you like. There's also an element of this card that talks about a building. So a building, this might be quite literal for you. It might be talking about your home, your workplace, or a building that you need to visit or go to on Wednesday. So this brings a building structural sort of energy to Wednesday's guidance for some of us. So for you, you might know exactly what that means. You might be doing work around your home. You might be building a home or building something around your home. You might have to go to an institution or a building and have a meeting or something. So this will be especially relevant for you. For me personally, although it's only Wednesday morning for me, I don't feel a specific building relevance for me personally, just to give you another perspective or aspect of this guidance. But who knows what my day is going to bring, because it's still the beginning of my Wednesday. So let's just see what happens and what unfolds. But there is great tangibility, great structure to the energy for Wednesday. There's also an element of this card that talks about purpose and feeling a sense of purpose, a sense of accomplishment, a sense of belonging. So if we or you have been feeling the opposite of that, then Wednesday is very favourable to look at ways of shifting your direction now. So if you've been thinking lately that you don't belong, that you're not feeling much purpose to your life, and you've been noticing that, then Wednesday feels like a great time to really think about how you can turn things around and just take a bit of a turn on your path and stop going down that I don't belong here, there's nothing purposeful about my life, and really being aware that you're going down that path and stopping it and taking the corner and really look at how you can turn things around for yourself. If you're waiting for others to come and save you or rescue you or come to your aid, it might be worth thinking about on Wednesday how you can now help yourself. Because there's a feeling here of self-reliance, of taking self-responsibility. So just because things are going down a path that you don't like doesn't mean you can't make today or this moment a point in time, a point in your path where you can start thinking of changing the direction. If you don't know how to do that, let's just think about what tips I might be able to share with you to help you turn things around if things are going down a path or in a direction that you're not happy with. Sometimes when we are going down a path, and especially if it's a negative downward sort of spiral, it kind of the momentum builds and we sort of have to put the brakes on that. So we can put the brakes on and then change direction. So for you, you might need to on Wednesday perhaps consider where or what you need to put the brakes on. Usually it's connected with our thoughts, our habits that we've gotten into with our thinking, and our communication. What we're saying might need to be looked at and stopped so that a new direction or a new corner can be turned, a new leaf can be turned in your life. So usually it comes back to the mind, and the mind kind of the monkey mind kind of getting on a tangent and snowballing out of control. And we do have the power to get back in charge of our thoughts. We can start doing that right now. So we're not a victim to our negative thoughts or our doubting thoughts or our fear. We can recognize that we're thinking these things and then stop them, take some steps to stop them and turn our thought process, turn ourselves and our life into a new direction. So be aware of what you're thinking, be aware of what's not working for you, because then you know what you need to change. And then you can quite literally show your negative thoughts the door. You can, what I like to do if I've been thinking a lot of negative thoughts, I actually march over with confidence to my front door. I open the door and I imagine kicking those thoughts out of my head, out of my house, and out of my space. Then I shut the door behind, and as soon as I shut the door, usually a thought pops back in again, a negative thought that I don't want to be thinking. So then I choose to open that door and send those thoughts out, banish them from my space, because I don't want to be thinking such thoughts that are limiting me, that are holding me back, or making me think that I've done something wrong, when in my heart I know I haven't. So there are things that we can do to get back in charge of our thoughts, and it's usually our thoughts and the habits that we've gotten into with our thinking that have made us move down that sort of negative spiral, if you like, in our path sometimes, where we think that we don't belong, we think that we're not worthy, or we think that we have no purpose here, because we absolutely do. So be aware if you're thinking such things, and perhaps see what you can do to stop them and start steering your thoughts in a more positive and supportive direction. So you can replace your negative thoughts you have about yourself with positive alternatives, like positive affirmations that support you and that inspire you and motivate you to keep moving in that other direction, or start shifting in a new direction. So there's a very favourable energy for Wednesday for change, personal change, to build structures, to create tangible things in our life, so quite productive perhaps for some of us, and to feel a new sense of purpose, a new sense of belonging, because we absolutely belong here and there is purpose to us being here. So it's up to us as individuals to find what that is and what that means for us. I'm always cautious in thinking of my purpose as being some title or some qualification or something that I'm trying to achieve in the long term. I find that a bit like dangling the carrot in front of me, and I'm always searching for that or seeking that title or seeking that purpose. I prefer to wind it back and find purpose in my day-to-day living. And are we freezing? No. Why are we freezing? Is my phone getting too hot? Can anyone hear me? I don't know. I've still got people watching, so I guess it hasn't kicked everyone off and it hasn't stopped. Now I've only got a slight delay to my talking. Maybe I could just turn my phone around. Just bear with me a second and I'll get it in the shade so that it might be less likely to misbehave. So just bear with me, please. Hopefully you won't fall over. Eek. Okay, just bear with me. Okay, I think you're in the shade. It's 10 degrees Celsius out here. Hello, puss. 10 degrees Celsius, not that warm, but our sun is pretty hot. Now I'm all tangled up here, twisted up. Okay. Every now and then it freezes. Okay, fingers crossed it will behave itself now and my phone will cool down. Hold on, I'll just get you a bit more in the shade. Okay, so that was that was Wednesday's guidance. Important. It feels like an important turning point time right now for many of us, actually. So that's that. Let's now look for the best card for Thursday, the 27th of September, and we'll see what comes up for that. So take a nice deep breath and we'll see. Let's go with this card for Thursday. Here. Integration, card 19. This is perfect. It says settling, grounding, nature and calm. This brings a sense of the energy settling down And I feel like we've been going through so many changes personally, and so many things have changed in our life over these last few months, or probably really all year, really we could say, that I feel like things are becoming, I want to say the words, more real. And there's a feeling here on Thursday with this card that the energy's settling, so drawing or finding its place in our body. So it's like when we go through a change, or when we go through a period of healing, a period of releasing, for example, the energy, the old energy, the old way that our energy was made up, so the old structure of who we are, breaks down. And then we're kind of left in a bit of a space of a void, if you like, a little bit hollow, maybe a little bit numb. And then, but what we've done is we've actually cleared out the way, and we've made space for the new energy to come in. So as the new energy comes in, and I usually see it coming in through the crown from above, but it can come in all different directions, then that energy, the new energy, comes in and it finds its new place in our body, in our being, in our life. So it's like we've pulled out a lot of stuff lately within ourselves. We've broken down a lot of our own structures and things that have made us, our foundations, the things that have made us who we are, parts of our character, parts of our personality, parts of even our issues and fears that we've long held. We've been looking at those quite intimately in this last month or so. So a lot of these old structures that made up who we are have been taken away, broken down, have cleared away, leaving an emptiness, if you like, or a void, a potential. And on Thursday, I feel this new energy coming in and finding its place now in our being, in our life. So there's new energy coming in, but it feels like it's settling inside. It's a bit like a leaf unpinning from a tree, and it finds its way down to the ground where it sits and finds its place there. And that's what the energy does in our own being and body. So a big congratulations to all of us for going through the hard stuff. We've really been through an obstacle course, a lot of us in this last month or so, looking at parts of ourselves, being confronted, challenging ourselves, ripping stuff away, breaking stuff down, grieving, letting things go. We've done a lot of hard stuff recently. And I feel that it's worth acknowledging our efforts and congratulating, or not congratulating, but noticing what we have personally accomplished, that we have faced. And for many of us, we've done it privately. We haven't done it publicly. We haven't been telling anyone, for the most part, what these little things are that we've been dealing with. We've been doing it very privately. So this is like a private acknowledgement and a private accomplishment and celebration in many ways of the effort that we've made to help ourselves. So now we're going to start seeing the rewards of this. So Thursday, the energy settling and calming down as we let ourselves receive. And there's a sense of, I almost feel like I just want to lay back and just soak up the energy of the sun and just let myself feel it and embrace it and appreciate the shift, even if it's a subtle shift that we start to feel on Thursday. Things are changing. So let's let ourselves change with it. Spending time in nature may be important too for some of us on Thursday. So that's that. And yes, Dina, feeling proud of ourselves for sure. Proud of what we've accomplished and proud of the effort that we've made on very personal and private levels. Sometimes it's really difficult and we think that that obstacle course, that dark tunnel, is just going to be forever, but we are coming out the other side. So now I'm looking for the best card for the theme for Wednesday and Thursday. Is this still freezing? Don't know. Well, it's not freezing for everyone, so I'll keep going. So the best card for the theme, this will help us see the bigger picture and help us bring these days together. So we'll go with this. For the theme, we've got Yogi card 32, and it says teacher, student, wisdom, study, and leader. So this talks about learning and leading over Wednesday and Thursday. And I see a lot of us stepping up and leading the way. And not leading the way for others. Well, some of us may be in that role of perhaps helping or inspiring or motivating or teaching or helping others as a leader, kind of that leadership teacher role. But I see us leading the way personally in our own personal life. And leading the way, and it's like we've got no one behind us that's following. We're just stepping up to the mark, and we're living by example. We're walking the steps. We're getting the stuff that's blocking us out of our way. We're staying focused, and we're leading the way for ourselves. And I see it like a vision of us being a comet and soaring through our life's path, and all this energy kind of streaming off us like a comet's tail as we step forward to reclaim our position in our life. We're not victim, but instead we take responsibility for how we feel. We take responsibility for our actions, and we learn from them, and we make new choices if something doesn't resonate or something wasn't quite right for us. We can't regret what we've done because it's done. So let's just learn from it, take full responsibility, and steer our life in new directions as we need to. As that comet, leading the way forward from our heart, but also our focused mind. So it feels to be a really empowering couple of days coming up for us. There is an element of learning in this card as well. So there might be some of us that, in fact, all of us are always learning, but some of us might be quite literally learning things or being the student right now. So let's embrace that role, because it is empowering the leader within us as well, so that we can step forward and lead the way and be that living and breathing example of our truth, of our values, of our ethics, of what is right for us. Rather than telling people what to do, we can live by example and lead the way. So very exciting energy around. That's the theme card, Yogi. I trust it makes sense for you. I've used my Speed of Light Oracle cards today. These have been created by me, and if you want to learn more about them, please have a look on my website at templeofbalance.com.au. I might play the singing bell to finish in just a moment, so if you're hanging around for a few minutes. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the thumbs up button. Please show us some love. Please comment or share if you're inspired to. And if you want to connect more privately, just send us a message through our website. If you want to learn more about me and the work that I do at Temple of Balance, please visit my website at templeofbalance.com.au. So I've got lots of books and card decks, meditations. I make my own pendants. I've got lots of those on there, ceramics, artwork. We've got a retreat coming up in Tasmania in February you might be interested in. We've also got our Pillar of Light family and different ways that you can take your connection with my work deeper, which also means take your connection with yourself deeper. So if you resonate with my work and my way and you find it supportive and you'd like to take it to the next level to help yourself, please have a look on my website and see if there's anything that resonates or speaks to you. And if you have questions, don't hesitate to let me know. So thank you. I think that's all I really need to say. So let's play the singing bell. It's been a while. Actually, I haven't picked this up for quite a few weeks. So I'm going to play the Tibetan singing bell. I've taken the ringer out and I hold it this way. And I'm just going to play this for a few moments. Just hold this space, and I feel to really encourage you and inspire you and remind you to believe in yourself. Everything that's going on, or everything that we struggle to deal with, or everything that we're trying to work out, pretty much always comes back to us. So any time that you're finger pointing or blaming someone or angry at someone, or are searching for something, all that is very external and usually coming from, in truth, an internal place. So if we can put the mirrors up and turn our focus inward and learn about what that's teaching us about ourselves, then we will become empowered. So I feel I want to play the bell to inspire us to believe in ourselves, that we can do this, we are doing this, we can get through this, that we can help ourselves, that we can turn our life around, that we can help ourselves feel more purpose and more belonging in our life, that it comes back to us. So as I play the bell, take some deep breaths if you want to. Perhaps settle in and sit in your body for a moment and think about how you can believe more in yourself. Maybe even repeating an affirmation like, I believe in me, or I love and approve of myself. I can do this. Something to encourage and motivate you. So nice deep breath and just see how this sits in your body. Thank you. And just remember that gentleness within you. That gentleness, that softness. Do you have to be so hard and rigid all the time and closed? Can you soften and open up to your gentleness? Let peace and serenity inside. So thanks so much for connecting today. I trust you've enjoyed our time together and that you've received something helpful and supportive for you at this time. So thank you, and sending you lots of love from my heart to yours. I will be back to share with you in a few days, most likely on Friday. No, most likely Saturday, sorry. Friday is loaded. You know how sometimes, I don't know if you get this, but sometimes there's just, like I find each year there's like 2 or 3 dates that everything happens on. And it's like for months in advance. It's like this date, this date, this date. Well, that for me is Friday, the 28th of September. Everything for me is just like accumulating and happening on this powerful day. It feels like it's going to be a powerful day with all the stuff that's kind of pointing to the 28th of September. So what that will be, I'm just going to embrace the things that are have already filled up my day from morning to late in the night. I'm just going to embrace these things that are happening. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not going to worry about why is this date like this is just really weird that everything's happening on this date. I'm just going to kind of flow with it and embrace it. But I do feel that Friday, for me personally, it's going to be a really powerful day. So basically, I'm not going to have any time to come in and do a video. I will be back on Saturday to share some guidance for the weekend. So have a fantastic few days. I trust that whatever you've gained from this sharing, you can think about, feel upon, work with, and implement into your life. This is not just about sitting back and listening and going, oh yeah, that sounds nice, and then going back and screaming at your partner. It's about, okay, how can I learn more about myself from this, and how can I implement these changes into my life? the biggest compliment I can ever have with my work is seeing people implement the sharings and the little snippets of bits and pieces that I share to actually make a difference in your everyday life. So please take it, use it, implement it in the way that you need to. Change it, make it yours. So thanks again. I'm going to go now and sending you lots of love from my heart to yours. Have a great couple of days and I'll see you again on Saturday. So thank you and namaste.